Breathe in, move, listen. Invite Jesus to your space.
Hello friends, welcome to this beautiful journey together. I have had many of you request to know what it is that I do on a daily basis to help bring my emotional, mental, spiritual, and physical health in balance, bringing my organs and the whole body into balance as one, so that I can deal better with the stress and tension of the real world. Well, I invite you to my space. First of all, find a space where it's quiet, non-distracting, and that you feel safe. And then create that space your own by adding maybe an image of Christ or something that brings you love and compassion that you can feel. So go ahead and join me. The first thing you would do is making sure that you have any tension in the body, because it would be awfully difficult to meditate for up to 20 minutes if the hips are tight, the neck is feeling some stress or tension. So just find a seat wherever feels good. Maybe close down the eyes if it feels safe to you. Take a breath in and just notice that breath without having to change or alter anything at all. Just observe. Let the facial muscles fall soft. Maybe the tongue drops from the roof of the mouth. And just rest quietly inside. The eyes are soft, even the sockets behind the eyes. And you're just listening to your breath. Preparing your space for peace and calm. And maybe take a little scan of your body. Imagine this beautiful bright white light coming from the crown of your head and descending through each area and spot in the body. And as it goes through, maybe take a pause if it finds any tension or negative places. And wherever that is, start to move it out. Right now, I'm feeling tension in my neck, so I'm going to start to make some neck circles. Take the chin to the chest. Let my breath still be natural. Slowing the breath down. Breathing just a little bit deeper and a little bit slower than normal. And then if I find that dull, achy space, even on the right side of my neck, I may pause in stillness here and hold for a breath. Visualizing that beautiful white light sending positive energy and healing to that place in my body. And I notice it's still not quite releasing, so maybe the hands can come up behind the head and I could offer a little bit more to experience the sensation. Bring the elbows down into the chest, the chin to the chest. And then it was the right side for me, it could be the left for you. I'll start to turn my right chin towards the right shoulder, the right side of my chin. And then I found it, it's right there. I'm going to pause and breathe into it. Letting go of the stress and tension, inviting Jesus to my space, my mat. And as I breathe, I can feel His presence draw here as if He's already here. With every exhale I take, maybe I start to explore the other side. Again, feeling what feels good in your body. There's no right or wrong, so if you need to continue to move your neck, do so. Find that breath and space and come back to your center. Maybe taking those arms up high, take a full belly breath in and bring those hands back to Anjali Mudra. Now to fill out that scan as it moves down my body, I'm going to move into maybe all fours to start bringing some movement into my hips and my spine. So tuck your toes for a moment. Feel the space between the toes. Feel the flesh open and connect with the sticky mat or the earth below. This is a grounding sensation. Open the palms of your hands, starfish fingers, clasped to the rock of an ocean. So there's space there. To protect our wrists, our knees are directly under our hips and our shoulders above our wrists. Make any movement here that feels right in your body while following the breath. So maybe the breath comes in and you look up towards the sky, drop the belly to the earth, and then exhale, pull the navel up into the spine, cat and cow. Follow with this pattern of your breath, or take any organic movement that feels good with the neck or the head. Just explore. There's no wrong or right here. It really is about becoming aware of what's happening in the body. Finding the stillness inside. We come to yoga sometimes for the physical aspects of it, but we stay practicing yoga because it heals from the inside out. So we'll tuck up those toes, send our hips high to the sky, downward facing dog. Take that first downward dog today. Move out the hips and the calves. Wag your tail feather, whatever feels right. Shift, maybe make up room. Take up space on your mat. There's really no wrong or right. You may even choose a narrow down dog here if that feels good in the hamstrings, or a bent knee to relieve stress into the hamstrings and keep the neck elongated. Take a breath here or two and let it all go. One more time, just like that. Reset and let it go. Good. We'll take the toes out and heels in, coming into a malasana squat to open up our hips, preparing for our meditation. We'll sink down into the hips. Now find what feels right in you. If we maybe haven't opened up some of that space, we'll stay high. If we can feel our tail drop to the earth by keeping our feet flat on the earth, we could open from here, press into the elbows and open the knees. Now, if this isn't speaking to us, we can make adjustments, and it's up to you to make good choices for your body. Maybe I'm sitting up on a block or a book at home, whatever you have to sink into. And if this height isn't serving me, I could even drop it. Even lower as my breath opens and I start to release the fascia in my body. With every breath I take, I think about letting go. I may even focus on a mantra. Hear those words come from Him speaking to you, full of love and compassion, so that you believe that. And then once you believe it, you'll speak it, affirming, trusting, and living for it. This helps us create new patterns in the mind, new beliefs, so that we believe them coming from a source that loves us, and then affirming it and speaking it. Beautiful. We've held this pose for a moment. You can take the block out however feels right. Heel toe the feet in. Maybe it's a forward fold to let go of the stress in the hamstrings this morning. Sometimes we take a block here to find that belly-thigh connection because we want a hip hinge, never round the lumbar spine. So keep a gentle bend in the knee. Find that stress and tension in the hamstrings. You may even choose to put a block on the earth to find some space. Breathe it in. Let the head be heavy. Shake it yes and no. But remember to shake it yes, always ending on a positive. We can have times and experience emotions as they come. We get our 20 minutes to feel them, notice them, and then we get to have a positive change. It's up to us to make the change happen. So once you come out of that forward fold, lift up halfway into monkey. Follow your breath as you exhale, forward fold. And then come up nice and slow for 3, 2, to a full stand, and 1. Inhale, reach high to the sky. Maybe a gentle back bend to open up the hips and the spine. And then exhale, surrender to the earth below with your next breath. We'll walk out into our plank pose. Find it, stack it, find the strength and the power from within. Pull your core up into the spine. Downward facing dog, hips lift up to heaven above. Take some time, bicycle out what feels good. We'll go right into the right foot. Lift it high to the sky. Maybe you're stacking your hips, rotating around. Again, this is going to vary in your body each and every day. What feels good? Nose to knee, belly thigh connection. When you're ready, step it through, heel then toe, then ground the left knee. Follow your breath. When you found your foundation, inhale, rise high to the sky. We're working into the hips. Exhale, maybe you have some movement here, opening the scapula blades. You may even find a chest expansion that feels right for you to open up your heart. Explore. You could come chin to knee, up and open. Or you could just stay up high. Good. Press the knee away. Let's find a little bit deeper space here. Lunge a little bit lower and deeper, slower with the breath. Chin to chest, we pull back just micro movements here to find the sensation through the top of the hip all the way through the quadricep. Come back into your low lunge or Anjaneyasana, and then extend to the sky, frame the foot. We'll go for round 2 on the other side. Lift the leg back up high and lower it to the earth. On your next breath, left leg will go high. Exhale, whether we're bending, opening through your hip, rotating out. We'll take another deep belly breath. Nose to knee, tiger curl, push the earth away, step, heel, then toe. Then knee drops to the earth. You're ready to prepare your foundation. Inhale on that next breath. Lift it, open the heart. Maybe you're doing the scapula movement. Maybe you're finding stillness or a chest expansion. There's really no right or wrong here. If you need to find that sensation deeper into the hips, press the knee away. Tuck the chin to the chest. Feel that dull achiness in the quad. And then gently release. Find it one more time. Soften with the breath. Take any extra movements that feel right for your body before we start our mantra meditation. Move out. This is your free-form time. Feel free to pause the video if you need some more movement in your body before you meditate. If not, we'll join together, finding ourselves in the perfect posture that will fit us today. That could be seated, that could be lying down, could be seated in a comfy chair. Any of them will work. Find which one that you can stay the longest in. Because our goal is to get to 20 minutes. You may be doing 5 today, 10, 15. Try to work with the mind. Yoga brings discipline through the body, and mantras engage discipline in the mind. So I'm going to choose a block today. I'm going to sit up, and that's not what you need to choose. So choose what fits right for you. Every day will be different. Let's start by learning Nadi Shodhana, which is alternate nostril breath. You'll take your right thumb, plug off the right nostril, take a deep breath in through the left. You'll plug the left with either the second finger or the pinky. Hold for a breath, for a pause. Open the right and exhale down. So the same breath will go in through the right as you inhale. Close off the right, pause, open the left, and exhale. Continuing this round for about a minute here, going at your own pace of breath, alternating those nostrils right to left. Good. Stay with your breath. Building calm, deeper, slower breaths. Good, and take your time to finish off that cycle whichever way you need. We'll come into a space, whether we relax our hands on our belly, arms out, grounding or receiving in cupping shape, or on the thighs, depending on where you're sitting or lying. Maintain a tall spine to keep stress off of the body. And as we start into our practice, I'll just guide you of how those steps will look. We'll find just a natural breath first, find the quiet, and then we focus on the area of our heart, bringing loving compassion with that image that we may have put up in our space, whether we can see it with our own eyes or we close down the eyes and we feel it within. We can see that image right in front of us. So after we're focusing on the heart space, then we're going to go into the mantra, repeating it over and over in our mind at no particular rhythm. A mantra can be spoken, chanted, whispered, or even said quietly in the mind. You'll choose depending on what you feel, what you need to release, and how your body is guiding you. You'll stay with that mantra for the duration as however long you can. Now, during your mantra meditation, you may feel your thoughts float away. They may drift, slipped away, because sometimes that happens when we're not in the present moment. But what we're trying to discipline our mind to do is to come back to the present moment by attaching to that mantra once again, repeating it over and over in the mind. The point of a mantra is a sacred belief, positive belief, that gives us so much joy physically, tangibly, viscerally inside, that our mind cannot conceive of another thought that would bring it more joy or more bliss than it's already experiencing, transcending into the body. That place between conscious and subconscious. And then you might feel these wonderful moments of restoration. And if your mind wanders again, you come back to the intention of the mantra again. So here we go. Mantra meditation begins now. Now sit with the silence without the mantra before opening your eyes for just a few moments. Beautiful. Start to awaken the body. Maybe bat the eyes open. Experience the space that's around you. Take it all in. Don't rush out of anything, but take it slow. Find that restored, new, positive energy inside of you, that there's no space for you to fall back into negativity. Now you may do so somewhere in your day today because we're humans, but being yogis, we get back in and we try again, over and over. Come back to the mantra when you need it today. We'll take a deep breath in to close off our practice, the biggest breath we've taken all morning. Reach for heaven above. I like to call it 3 points of contact. I like to hike and do things with my family, but to find safety, there's always 3 points in contact. So we find it in heaven above, whether it's through prayer, listening, hearing, and then pull it right down into the third eye. Maybe you pause for a moment and you seek. Seek inspiration. Seek for Him. What can you do in your day to bring more of Him in your day through seeking? And then bring it all the way down into your heart, this foundation to build upon Christ. Have a beautiful and blessed day. Namaste.